What if I told you the richest man in India didn't come from money, but from the deserts of Yemen, working-class roots, and an unshakable dream? This is not just the story of a billionaire. This is the tale of Mukesh Ambani, a visionary who transformed a modest trading company into India's most powerful business empire, Reliance Industries. In this video, we'll explore his early life struggles, Stanford dropout moment, corporate warfare with his brother, the Geo Revolution, and how he's preparing his children to take over a kingdom worth billions of dollars. Let's dive into the extraordinary life of Mukesh Ambani. Chapter 1, Roots in Yemen. Mukesh Dhirubhai Ambani was born on April 19, 1957, in Aden, Yemen, where his father Dhirubhai Ambani worked at a Shell gas station. His family lived a modest life, and Mukesh often recalled how his parents taught him thrift and discipline from a very young age. In 1958, the family returned to India and settled in Billionaire, Mumbai, living in a tiny two-bedroom apartment with no luxury, just hope. It was here that Dhirubhai founded Reliance Commercial Corporation, initially a small textile trading firm. While other kids played cricket in schoolyards, Mukesh grew up surrounded by ledgers, warehouse visits, and overhearing his father's business calls. He didn't just go to school, he was educated in the streets of entrepreneurship. Mukesh studied at Hill Grange High School alongside his younger brother Anil, and even back then, teachers noted that he was more introverted and analytical, unlike the extroverted Anil. Chapter 2, Education and Sacrifice. After completing school, Mukesh pursued chemical engineering at the Institute of Chemical Technology, ICT, Mumbai. He was known to be a deep thinker, with a fascination for energy, systems, and infrastructure. His brilliance earned him admission to the Stanford Graduate School of Business in the United States. At Stanford, Mukesh immersed himself in global economics, supply chain management, and technological innovation. But fate had other plans. In 1981, his father Dhirubhai called him back to India to help build a petrochemical plant, a decision that would change the course of his life. Mukesh dropped out of Stanford just months before graduation. Most would have hesitated. Mukesh didn't. He returned, rolled up his sleeves, and got to work, learning business not in a classroom, but in the heat of an industrial revolution. That petrochemical plant? It became the backbone of Reliance Industries. Chapter 3, The Reliance Expansion. Mukesh soon became instrumental in vertical integration, a strategy where Reliance would control everything from raw materials to retail. Under his guidance, Reliance expanded from textiles into polyester fibers, petrochemicals, refining, and oil exploration. The crown jewel? The Jamnagar refinery in Gujarat, launched in 1999. Built in just 36 months, it became the world's largest grassroots refinery, processing over 1.24 million barrels of oil per day. But it wasn't just about oil. Mukesh was obsessed with scale, speed, and systems. He digitalized supply chains, built factories from scratch, and created one of the most efficient manufacturing operations in Asia. Reliance was no longer just a company, it was becoming India's industrial backbone. Chapter 4, The Family Feud. In 2002, tragedy struck, the legendary Dhirubhai Ambani passed away from a stroke. He left behind no formal succession plan. What followed was one of the most public and dramatic family feuds in Indian corporate history. Mukesh and Anil, once inseparable, were now fighting for control. Their ideological differences, Mukesh's long-term vision versus Anil's aggressive risk-taking, clashed. The media went wild. Boardroom politics leaked into newsrooms. Investors panicked. In 2005, their mother Kokilaben Ambani mediated and brokered a split. Mukesh got control of oil, gas, petrochemicals, and retail under Reliance Industries Limited, RIL. Anil got telecom, power, and entertainment under Reliance ADA Group. At that moment, many believed Anil had the better deal. But the next decade proved otherwise. Chapter 5, The Geo Revolution. In 2016, Mukesh launched what would become his biggest game-changer, Reliance Jio. Jio entered India's telecom market with disruptive pricing. Free calls. Dirt cheap data. No roaming charges. Within 6 months, Jio added over 100 million subscribers. Competitors like Airtel, Vodafone, and Idea struggled. Some merged, others collapsed. The entire telecom landscape shifted. But Jio wasn't just about telecom, it was a tech platform. Jio Cinema for streaming. JioMart for online shopping. JioSaavn for music. JioMeet, JioChat, JioFiber, it was endless. Tech giants noticed. Facebook invested $5.7 billion in Jio platforms. Google followed with $4.5 billion. Ambani had done it, he built a Silicon Valley in India, one fiber cable at a time. Chapter 6, The Lavish Life. Today, Mukesh Ambani lives in Antilia, a private skyscraper valued at over $2 billion, complete with 3 helipads, a 168-car garage, a ballroom, a spa, a temple, and 600 staff members. Yet, behind the luxury, he's known to lead a disciplined, sober life. He's a vegetarian, avoids alcohol, and values simplicity in personal behavior. His wife, Nita Ambani, plays a major role in social causes, arts, and education through the Reliance Foundation. Their children, Isha, Akash, and Anand Ambani, have already stepped into leadership roles. The Ambanis are not just building businesses, they're building dynasties. Chapter 7, Controversies and Criticism, 1830 to 1930. Narrator. No empire comes without critics. Reliance has faced numerous allegations. Favoritism in telecom and retail policies. Corporate lobbying and monopoly tactics. Environmental concerns from industrial projects. Mukesh has also been criticized for the growing wealth gap in India, with some calling Antilia a symbol of economic inequality. Still, Reliance continues to thrive, weathering storms, lawsuits, and scrutiny like a tank. Chapter 8, Legacy and Future. As Mukesh Ambani approaches retirement, he's laser-focused on the future. Green energy initiatives with a $10 billion investment. Expanding 5G and cloud services. Grooming his children to take over the empire. From a petrol pump in Yemen to the boardrooms of New York, Mukesh Ambani's journey is one of risk, reinvention, and relentless ambition. His legacy? Not just billions, but a blueprint for building modern India. OUTRO, Call to Action. Narrator. If this story inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe for more billionaire documentaries, and comment. What would you do if you had Mukesh Ambani's power? We'll see you in the next video.